Alright, I won't waste your time. We've got exactly 1 week left until the next Dead Rails update. That's assuming we stick to the usual 2-week update cycle, which most of the time they do follow. Sure, sometimes there are delays, and if that's the case, we'll probably hear something from the devs themselves. But if things go as planned, we're looking at a July 4th drop, and honestly, I'm really hoping there are no delays this time. So in this video, as always, I want to run through a bunch of update ideas that could totally fit the game's vibe. And look, I know some of you like to joke that I predict updates, but I wouldn't call it that. I'm not psychic or anything. I just spend a lot of time in the suggestions tab on the official Dead Rails Discord, which, let's be honest, is where a ton of in-game stuff ends up coming from anyway. And if I can shine a spotlight on cool community ideas, and the devs happen to watch and use 1 or 2 of them, then hey, that's a win for all of us. Before we start, quick favor. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this kind of content. We're building a great community here, and your support means a lot. Also, drop your own ideas down in the comments. I always read them, and if one stands out, you know I'll give it a like. Alright, kicking things off with a really solid idea from suggestions. New structure. The Mayor's House. This one spawns in medium and big towns and kind of blends in like a regular house. But inside, there's a mayor's office with a small safe. You'll need a safe key to open it, which gives you loot like 2 to 4 gold ingots and 2 to 5 bonds. There's also a basement, which you unlock with a separate key hidden somewhere in the house. In the basement, you'll find boxes, barrels, and maybe some weapons. Very worth checking out. And guarding the whole place? A new zombie type. The Mayor Zombie. He spawns inside the mayor's house and drops the save key when you kill him. Super straightforward, but such a good addition. Feels immersive. Let's move on to something a little scarier. A new mini-boss, the Bone Beast. This thing is spooky. It spawns randomly inside houses, which is already terrifying because it catches you completely off guard. That surprise factor, that's the point. It's designed to vanish suddenly and reappear later in the game. Specifically, near the end, it'll start chasing your train. There'll be an animation showing it sprinting behind the train before it jumps on, and the boss fight begins. Now, it doesn't do crazy damage, and it's about on par with a regular zombie. But here's the twist. You can't shoot it, and melee doesn't work either. Your bullets just pass right through it. It's basically made of sand and bones. So what's the trick? Water. Yep. 2 full bottles of water will do the job. Kerosene plus fireworks too. I think this would finally give water a legit purpose and add something really original to the boss lineup. Alright, on to classes. First up, the Witch class. You spawn as a witch, and your strengths are potion making and a short-timed flight ability. You hold jump while using your broom to fly, and it pushes you forward. Downside is you take 5 damage per second while flying, so it's not free. You'll probably want to stock up on snake oils or angel tears. Oh, and there's a flight height limit of 100 studs. You've also got a few weird but interesting perks. Liquids? They stick around longer, like they evaporate half as slow. Plus, anytime you're crafting potions, you end up with way more. About 50% more yield. But there's a catch. Water isn't your friend. It straight up hurts you. You start with a broom weapon, which does 20% less damage than a shovel, and a glass bottle with 1.5 liters unicorn blood and 1.5 liters air. It's weird, it's thematic. It's got pros and cons, and I love it. Next up, another awesome class concept, again from the same mind who gave us the Mayor's House. It's the Engineer class. This class will set you back 65 bonds, and right from the start, you're handed 2 awesome tools. Wrench, 1x. Think of it like your regular shovel, but upgraded. It deals 30% more damage, and here's the kicker. It can repair your robot companion. Every full hit adds plus 20 HP back to your bot, so it's not just for smashing, it's also your toolkit. Robot companion, 1x. This guy's a beast. He's got 250 horsepower, a bit slower than you at 20% less speed, but still totally mobile. He dishes out 20 base damage, and you can even arm him with any melee weapon, boosting that weapon's damage by 20% while he uses it. The catch? He needs fuel. Specifically, 1 coal every 45 seconds to keep running. And if he blows up, don't worry, you can weld him back together. It's such a creative class, honestly. A great mix of utility and combat, and it just fits perfectly in the Dead Rails world. Now here's a massive one, the Crafter update. This update adds new resources, metal scraps and wooden planks that you find basically everywhere. Houses, towns, etc. You can store them in your sack or on the train. So now, when you're at any safe zone outpost, you'll find this new building called the Crafting Station. That's where you can finally put all those random materials like metal scraps and wooden planks to good use. It's super straightforward and kind of game-changing for those of us who love gathering and building. Here's what you'll be able to make there, just to give you an idea. First up, a metal sheet takes 5 metal scraps. Then there's barbed wire. You only need 3 metal scraps for that. You can make a torch too, just combine 1 coal with 1 wooden plank. There's also the jade axe. I'll explain more about that one in a second. But to craft it, you'll need 1 tomahawk and 1 jade mask. And finally, the dynamite barrel. For that, you'll need 1 empty barrel and 2 sticks of dynamite. So what's the jade axe? It's a new craftable weapon that works like the jade sword, but has an 80% chance to revive the enemy you kill. Sounds cursed, but powerful. Also in this update, a new watchtower building. It's made from wood and quartz, has 2 floors. On the first floor, a chair, some silver bars, and crafting materials. Second floor, a soldier NPC, a locked chest, and a lever. Pull the lever and trigger a raid. 9 zombies, 2 werewolves, and a banker zombie. Kill the banker, he drops the key to the chest. Inside, 8 bonds and a gold bar. Let's keep going. Next up, Outlaw Gamemode. So here's the idea. You're playing as an outlaw, and your goal is to escape to Mexico and find the cure. It completely flips the game's usual vibe. In this mode, the outlaws don't attack you, which already feels wild. The regular towns you're used to, they're now transformed into outlaw fortified towns. You won't be able to pick a class for this run, and forget about using the train. It's all about staying on the move without that safety net. The twist? The last town you reach is just a regular fortified town. And they're not friendly. They'll try to kill you on sight, making that final stretch way more intense. There's no sheriff in outlaw towns, but you've still got a doctor, gunsmith, etc. Instead of outlaws, you'll be facing soldiers. Also, general stores don't sell coal zombies, deal 10% more damage. Here's what you're starting with in this mode. A trusty shovel, as always a revolver with just 2 rounds. Gotta make 'em count. And you've got a saddle and a horse, which means you're mobile right from the jump. If you beat the challenge, you get 30 bonds and 9 stars. Then there's a class unlock, Outlaw class, plus 15 bonds. You spawn with a rifle, 2 ammo, saddle, and horse. You deal 2.1 times more gun damage, but enemies see you from farther away, and zombies deal slightly more damage to you. Plus, you collect money bags for 10% less than usual. Bit of a trade-off class, but super fun. And actually, before I wrap this up, there's one more class ID I want to squeeze in, the Wizard class. This one's got serious magic vibes. You spawn in with a magic staff that lets you shoot short-range energy blasts. They're not super high damage, but they can stun enemies for about 2 seconds, which opens up some great team play possibilities. You also start with a book of spells, basically a randomized item that gives you a new temporary buff every couple of minutes. Could be speed, could be a ghost alley, could be turning invisible for 10 seconds. Totally random. Downside? You have lower max health, and you move slightly slower than normal, but the style, the effects, and the versatility? Absolutely worth it. So that's the full batch of ideas. If any of these stood out to you, or you've got your own twist, drop a comment, I'll read them, and if it's a banger, you already know I'm hitting it with a like. And again, if you enjoyed the video, hit that sub button. I'll be covering every update, every boss, every cursed train that shows up in Dead Rails. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.